Today I'm at Cardiff Marina that captures the old and the new Cardiff all in one place, and it's filled with beautiful landmarks, history, unexpected views, so you can decide if it's worth visiting. You'll notice these two buildings the minute you arrive at Cardiff Marina. Yeah, Cardiff does have its own Cardiff Eye. There's the Welsh Parliament, the Senedd, I think. I don't know what this tower is, and there's Cardiff Eye. It's like the one in London. There's the port. This is not a day to be outdoors. I wonder if you can go inside. Okay, it's not actually open. It appears to be closed, but let's see what's outside. I think maybe you could enter it. Let's just keep walking. Oh, the entrance is over there actually. My sense of direction. Oh, you can enter, like there's a couple of tourists there. Oh wow, the views here are really, really beautiful. I spoke with a guard and unfortunately it was closed. It's only open 9 to 5 Monday. I wonder what that town is over there. On the right side, I do have an unobstructed view of Cardiff Eye, and I've seen this exact structure in Newfoundland, St. John's, like the exact same style of. Coming to you from the future, this is called the Pierhead Building. It's actually part of the Welsh Parliament and it's over 100 years old. You can actually walk to that town as well from the Cardiff Marina area, this one. You do need to walk a long distance though, but it's also cooler. You can even walk further down south. I'll put a map on the screen just to show you what I mean. But yeah, it's so cool to think about. And I did arrive here at a Friday afternoon, so around 4 to 5 p.m., so all things were closed. But the marina area is really beautiful. I do wish the weather could have been a bit better. In fact, you can even buy a lot of these small snacks, like to take back home or as souvenirs. And if we keep walking just a little bit, we'll notice even more. Yeah, you'll see that one, the Fudge Company, and it even has the iconic London Tube buses. I think that's a British. I wonder what the story is behind this guy and these three. Oops. Okay, so apparently you can walk the entire Welsh coast here, well, the South Valley, because that's what this area is called, the South Valley. And we can go down here and you can walk all the way to the here, which is like maybe a journey of 3 to 4 hours, maybe longer, I don't know. But yeah, I would go and walk, but like with the weather being like this, it's not the best of ideas. But the view is nice at least. In some good news, the sun is coming out. Oh, I'm really feeling the vitamin C right now. And it's such a beautiful day, at least, yeah. You can see how, I wish I could have come here during better weather conditions. But yeah, I still hope I can get a bus tour back to Cardiff. But let's just keep walking a little bit farther. The marina may look small, but it is actually deceptively large. Like you can walk the entire length of it for 40-50 minutes. You can still see more interesting places. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Three Musketeers and let's see what they're all about. But yeah, it's really dreadful weather to be outside, but you know what, we're just braving the cold at this point. I think it actually is gonna rain really powerfully pretty soon. May just stay here another 10-20 minutes and then I'll head back to central Cardiff. Cardiff Bay rugby code base. I don't know what this means. I just looked it up, and the code breakers are amateur rugby, or were amateur Welsh rugby players who moved to Northern England to play rugby. They were considered traitors by the different Welsh teams, but they made so much money and were so successful that eventually people in Wales even warmed up to them again, which is an interesting story to think about. I guess these guys eventually probably became one of Wales's greatest exports to the world. So it's an interesting story, you know. Like first you're vilified, you're down by your own side, and then people like you again. They left Cardiff to conquer the world. Yeah, they're sporting heroes. Okay, so this is going to be the final part of the video. I don't know if I will end it here. I'll see if I can get a water taxi back to central Cardiff. If not, that's totally fine. Okay, we're gonna go down and we're gonna walk to like one of the water taxis. Maybe I can see them, but this is what the marine area looks like. It's been really well developed. Quite a lot of people here today. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I just wish the weather was a little bit better, and oh my god, the seagulls as well. Who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to do this. I'd love to go on a trip one day to Southeast Asia, you know, start in Thailand, go all the way to Singapore, Malaysia, all of these places. Like this real, imagine how many videos we'll be able to do. But that's one day in the future, one day. And then I'd love to do a trip one day from starting in St. John's, Newfoundland to Vancouver through the dumpster highway though. So I'd probably touch the Arctic basically. That's another trip in the future. And another trip I'd love to do one day as well is I'd love to do Argentina, or North America to South America. That would be a dream. Unfortunately, the water taxis were closed during this period. It's a shame because I really wanted to take one during this trip, but that's all right. There's still a lot of use items. Okay guys, so behind me over there, that church over there, that building is called the Norwegian Church. We could walk there. Let's do that. And here's a better video for you guys of the Welsh Parliament, the Senedd. The Senedd? I think it's called the Senedd. We're finally at the church. Let's find out what this is all about. Yeah, the church is literally over there. So, World Harmony Peace Statue by Hold Torch the Monk. Hold the torch and make a wish. Okay, so it's an interesting thing. It's funded by the Welsh Parliament. Welsh. Well, let's hope the current Israel-American war ends and the whole world we have some kind of same crisis. That's my wish for the year. But honestly, this place is really beautiful. I do wish I could have come here when the weather was all better. So there used to be, or maybe there still is, a Norwegian community in Cardiff, and this church was built in 1893, I think. I looked it up. So this used to be a place of community for the Norwegian sailors who used to trade with the UK. I'm going back to the train station now. What a fun, really beautiful area. And stay tuned because our journey is not over. I have one really cool fact to show. Since you guys have stuck around to the end of the video, I hope because I really need it. Lloyd George. So David Lloyd George was like a really famous British Prime Minister from World War One. He was sort of like the main British Prime Minister during that war, and he was a really interesting guy. He ran the Liberal Party, which sort of ran the country, but they never really had a majority. It's a really complicated story, but yeah, it's named after him because I think he is Welsh. So yeah, that's just a cool fact I picked up. But all in all, it's been a really beautiful area. I wish the weather could have been better, but you know what? It's actually been a really fun experience in spite of the weather, because I got to see a really nice area. I got to tour the Parliament, kind of. I got to see a couple of more places, Cardiff Eye, learn about those rugby players. I really recommend you guys do come here, but bear plan it so the weather isn't so bad.